Hello and welcome. My name is Tandy, and today we got a special treat for you. This is the very first time anyone has played a new format that I have been working on called New School. New School is a constructed format featuring the most recent 4 years of standard legal sets. This excludes all commander stuff, supplementary products. If it wasn't legal in standard, it is not going to be legal in New School. The plan is every fall, when the new set comes out in the fall, to rotate out the most senior year of sets at once. So right now we're starting with Eldraine forward, and in the fall we're going to be rotating out Eldraine, Ikoria Lair Behemoths, and the other two sets in that time period. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I think it's there's a core set 2021, and I want to say Theros Beyond Death. Those are the four sets we'll be rotating out. This is the first deck I built in the new format. We are going to have a custom ban list, but that ban list will fluctuate based on things that the community deems to be too strong, not very fun to play against, but ultimately myself as well as a number of people I'm going to consult will have the final say on the final banned and restricted list, which should be out next Monday. Today's the 13th, so it'll be out next Monday. What day of the week is that? Let me just double check. That'll be the December 19th. December 19th. So the first deck that I have built is Rakdos Anvil. This is a deck that was in Pioneer for a little while before Luris was banned. And ultimately, Onicult Anvil was really overshadowed by Karn the Great Creator. I think the card is excellent, and I very much have been wanting to build around it for a while. It works really nicely with the combo of Cauldron Familiar plus Witch's Oven. These recursive elements allow you to drain your opponent for consistent damage, as well as generate a bunch of extra bodies off the Onicult Anvil. We're using those alongside Meat Hook Massacre to drain your opponent even more, as well as having a simple sweeper effect in our deck. We have Claim the Firstborn X3, which we'll use to steal our opponent's creatures and then sacrifice them in various ways. We have some artifact generators / creatures that can attack and block with Voldaren Epicure, as well as Bloodtithe Harvester. And lastly, we have a very efficient removal spell in Voltage Surge that works nicely with all of our artifact sub-themes and even Experimental Synthesizer, a little mini card draw engine. So all these together seem like a great fit, and everything kind of looks like it flows really well together. Our mana base is even pretty good. Considering we only have 4 years worth of lands to deal with, we have some great ones with the Pathway cycle. We recently got the Panland cycle back, and we call them slow lands, the slow land cycle with Haunted Ridge. So all these lands together, even the channel lands, Sokanzan as well as Takanuma are legal. Eldraine, like Castle Lochthwain, those are also legal, but we have chosen not to play them because they enter tap too often. And then we have a couple basics to fill it out. Our sideboard, we have Necromentia to protect us from some of the harsh combos in the format. 2 copies of Cut Down as extra removal to go along with Voltage Surge. This is our Fatal Push replacement. 4 Duress to help hit our opponent's hand to slow them down. 2 Abrade to give us a little more removal, as well as Artifact Destruction. And then last but not least, some unlicensed hearses to exile their graveyard. It's also an artifact. It also works to come back with Luris. Now, Luris of the Dream Den is a companion. The companions are scary. We're going to stress test the format to see if they're too scary. If they're fine, then they'll stay for 9 months. If they're not fine, we'll ban them. And that's it. No need to be scared. That's all there is. All right. And now we will play our first match of New School. Stay tuned. We'll reveal Luris. Does Brennan reveal? Karuga. My man Karuga. Chad, I think we're in trouble. I think this is going to be one of our bad matchups. I will keep the first ever match of New School. I don't think we're going to have to be casting Meat Hook Massacre anytime soon, so I'll play the Epicure instead of the Cauldron Familiar. I don't know what removal's in the format, but I really don't want it to get hit with an exile effect if I don't have to. All right, that's a pretty good one to draw because we can use it as like harder removal, and we can also go Cap plus Hive and have removal up. End of turn, we can also just crack the Blood token to draw a card and get rid of one of these lands if we want. But 3 is where Karuga unlocks, so there's a good chance we're getting hit with like a sweeper next turn of some kind. Brotherhood's End might be a main deckable card, and that makes decks like mine way worse. Fable the Mirror Breaker. All right, well. Blastoise. We're going to buy Lurrus probably. Feels good to buy Lurrus again, huh? Thank you, Hero J. Appreciate you. All right, Cree. Well, we have a looking for a game on Arena and MTGO in the channel. So make sure you go in there and you give them a try. Fires of Invention. Eska's Chariot. We're so dead, chat. Well, we're going to go for the Mehook Massacre. Maybe we wait a turn. Not. Brennan's at 13. We might actually be able to grind him out before he's able to kill me with all this shit. We'll see, though. He can literally buy Karuga and play for free this turn and draw a bunch of cards. I think we're going to have to ban Fires of Invention, chat. I just think we're going to have to ban Fires of Invention. That's all. Sheesh! Is this a dragon? Dinosaur Hippo. Any other creature? I thought this was dragons only. Retro. Sag? I know, I'm sorry. Fires is a little good. It's a little good. Maybe I should have waited one more turn, but it's not like this would have done that much. All right, so let's go land. We'll go Witch's Oven. We'll go Lurrus. And we'll go Voldaren Epicure, just so it's an extra damage. Then we'll get the Witch's Oven stuff set up with this. One shot sniper. I think we're in trouble, chat. I think we are. Brennan's deck's cool, though. I think Twin Shot Sniper is an excellent addition to that deck. Goes really nicely with Bone Crusher Giant. But the fact that you can channel this with Fires in play is great. Now, there's a chance that Fires doesn't get banned, but I wouldn't hold my breath, is all I'm saying. Terror of the Peaks plus Fires is great. We're getting our butt kicked. But that's good. We're just stress testing the format, right? Dedge. Okay. So what do we want? So maybe some Duresses. Maybe some Necromantia. We'll see how it works. I think these claims are booty cheeks. Braids are not good. Cut down's not good. Voltage Surge is probably okay. All right. Let's trim a Familiar, an Oven, a Mehook, and a Dress. I don't know how good Dress is going to be. We'll see. We'll keep. I'll turn one Haunted Ridge, I think. I kind of want to play the Epicure. I guess we could go Duress Epicure or Epicure Duress. That's maybe great. And then we can just turn 3 stuff. And if we draw a land naturally, we can have an untapped land on 3. Brennan, are you? Oh, Brennan's not in here. Never mind. I was gonna ask him if he's playing the thing that makes a token. It's like 2 mana, discard, make a land werewolf. Painless might be too painful. We gain a lot of life back, so I don't think it'll be that much of an issue, honestly. All right, let's attack and see what he does. He is nice. Oh, did he post it in the channel? Hell yeah. Yes, cat, oven, and anvil all gain life, so I think it's fine. And we just don't really have options, and I'd rather just be able to cast all my stuff. All right, let's go Dress first, and then we'll play Anvil, Sack of Blood. We attack first because if they have removal, they might have been sandbagging it to play a sweeper. So now we can just take Brotherhoods in. Yeah, we just have to take Brotherhood's End. Brotherhood's End is like a huge problem for this deck, and I think it might be one thing that just like easily holds it in check, which is good. It's good to have natural checks to decks that exist in the format, especially when they're powerful. And it just makes like red naturally advantaged against sack decks because of Brotherhood's End. You're just highly incentivized to play it. All right, so they play the Peeled Fires and the Fable. They couldn't play a 5-drop yet, but that doesn't mean they can't play one now. All right, so let's go black, red, Anvil. We'll go kill the Goblin. All right, we're going to try to just burn them out here before they kill us with Terror of the Peaks plus Flip Fable. He's going to discard some shit. He's already played this. He can play Chariot, so we kind of just have to ignore for a minute. We're going to, like, sack one of these EOT on my main phase. I'm going to main phase a Delhi Dispute or whatever. This is going to, like, machine gun our whole squad, right? Holy crap. All right, let's zinc him for 1. Might be dead this turn. We might be able to kill next turn, though. Now he's going face. Makes sense. Ruh-roh. Rewire Amalgam is green. Does it get trample? No, right? Why is it a 2/3? Oh, because he doesn't have 5 lands. I see, I see. And then Eska's Chariot copies. And then we die. So Tear the Peaks with all these token generators has been very cool, especially with fires. Dude, Brendan is master. Brendan's so good. But all this leads me to believe is that we just gotta ban fires, really. So we'll see. Now we're dead. GG. All right, do we keep 1-land Cat Oven? I think on the draw we do, because we do have, if we draw a red source, or if we draw anything, we're in good shape. I might actually go red for Witch's Oven and then not worry about Cat too much, but I'm going to keep Island. Uh-oh. Can we draw land? Natural? Ooh. Epic Bacon. Towering Wave Mystic 2/1. Deals combat damage to player, target player mills enemy cards. Are we getting milled, chat? We are getting milled? I'm gonna mill you, bitch. Augie, hey, how about relax, bro? How about, relax, man. Target player mills that many cards. I'm gonna mill myself. I actually like getting milled, I think. Can hit some cool stuff. I mean, to say it's extended from back in the day is misleading. It is technically the same formats, but much different because it's four new different sets, right? With its own ban lists, no wizards oversight yet. We're doing it. Teferi's Tutelage. When enter the battlefield, loot. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent mills 2 cards. That's not good. Harvest time. We're getting milled. Oh no, chat. If you do this during my upkeep, it kind of keeps it frozen for a full turn cycle more. Just so you know. My guy is so tapped that I want to discard him. At some point, I feel like I should have played Cauldron Familiar, chat. You know? Or at least looted it. What format do we use to build decks in Arena? Icarus, I have no clue, man. I think you probably just do Historic. That way you can add anything you want. But if there's not a freeform tag, I honestly have no idea. Because certain things can be banned or altered in that format as well. And I don't know if there's like a specific casual format for that uses our ban list. So this might be an MTGO only thing because we can't control the ban list. But maybe you could try looking for casual or freeform or something. Oh my god, we're gonna get milled out, chat. Not like this. Not like this. Can I get a freaking cat, please? Thank you. Three, 6, 7, 8. We're very close to lethaling. We can maybe win next turn before we get milled. I'm gonna go ahead and just main phase this so I can F6. Name of the format is New School, Rabble Master. Feel free to join the Discord, !point Discord. Look for games, figure out what's banned and not, talk about the ban discussion, find opponents. Should be a good time. Yeah, so big guy, you can be after Rasputin. Well, this might end up being a Magic Online only thing then, unfortunately. Not really sure how to do it otherwise. Well, let's see if they're short or if I'm dead. Ferris Tutelage is whooping my ass. Oh, yeah. All right, so Necromentia, we'll just try to name Tutelage, Duress. And I don't think we'll need much of the removal here, so we'll just cut it. I do like Mimic Masker. I can just play it for cheap, right? And use it to brain and drain. I don't think we need Hearse for anything. What's the... Yes, we're commanding all over the place. I'm commanding so hard that I lost my gym shorts. It is a custom format. This is not sanctioned by Wizards yet. The goal is for it to eventually be sanctioned, but I have no control over that. We're going to put back the Massacre. We're going to hope to draw land. They're on 4 cards, unfortunately. Sorry to make you wait, Kree. Maestro's Theater. These are ones I didn't consider. These might be good. All right, we'll start with an oven, and we're going to look for a land off of our synthesizers. It did mulligan pretty harsh this game, but we might still lose. Wow, the Ruined Crab with the Maestro's Theaters? That actually is kind of gas. How many of the fetch lands do you have in there, huh? Land, 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 land. Yes! We found the land, chat. We're owning. This is awkward. I wish I had kept all of my removal. Land. Land. See you later, Blood Tithe Harvester. Rutro. Hopefully they mill over a kitty cat. Sounds good, Raph. No worries. Did you forget Bitter Union? Is that the one you forgot? Wind Rabba? Alright, well, the deck is a lot different than I thought it was, so we'll probably just lose this game and make some changes and then come back. You know what I miss, chat? I miss Fable. I feel like Fable would be great in this deck, huh? It's not on the ban list at all, Hilliards. It was on my list of potentially scary things. Big difference. It is not New School banned Bolt Snap Bolt, but that does not mean it will not be banned in the near future. We are currently in a low ban state with high stress tests. All right, we're going to EOT Blood Token, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just play Harvester, and then we'll just use them to kill the Rune Crabs. How many is this mill? Mill's a card? Okay, that's like nothing. We'll just kill some Crabbies. All right, so let's go Black, Red, Harvester. Epicure. Synthesizers are a little bit worse feeling than I thought they would be. No kitty cats in the yard yet, so we'll just chill. Next turn, we might Necromentia naming Jace or Teferi's Tutelage. My big fear, Hilliards, was that Emergent Ultimatum would be a little too gross with what you calls it, Alrund's Epiphany. You know, it just puts your opponent into a terrible situation, right? Two huge things in a time walk. All right, no sack with the Oven EOT. We'll just chill. Found the familiar, so now we will sack. Real possibility we'll go and get all these out of the deck. Didn't say please. I think I want to kill the merchant. Just lets him turn all his stuff into real spells. And I'll just main phase do this because it's faster. Not really afraid of much. The dress is okay, but I can't cast it this turn because we tapped all our black. I missed the damage. I could have attacked for one with both creatures. It's fine. Maddening Cacophony name? I mean, maybe if I knew what was in the deck last turn. Oh, we're dead now. Very cool. Now we can take their card in hand, though. The Thrill. Thing about Maddening Cacophony, though, is it's only half, so the second one's not that bad. I guess the second one's just going to mill 8, right? I don't even know what like the best name is here with the Luris. 8 cards left. Nice parallelograms. Good job. That's not how it works, Blaze. It should go half and then half again. If you're doing that in paper, then that's a combo that doesn't work. That's something that I learned like freaking 20 years ago or whatever. It don't work how you want it to work. Should I just go another Witch's Oven, probably? Or should I harvest her? Oni Coal doesn't... I mean, it's okay, right? I use it with these, but I'm already so low on resources. Maybe we just go Harvester so we can try to kill Ruin Crab next turn. Buy some time. It's kind of tough. Not really sure. Carlos, we're making it a thing, baby. It's called brute force advertising. Slash being a genius. Slash... I don't know. Alright, so let's go Mehook for 0. I mean, yeah, you can mill however much you want. It won't always win, though. Alright, so we'll go kill you. Copy. I'll yield to you. This deck probably should have Crooks in it. More things to discard to the blood tokens. Have to figure out how to make room. I don't think it's enough, chat. I think we're gonna get decked here. Although we have to draw a card and we can upkeep brain them so that we don't die. Came to me in a dream, Smurl. I was high in Las Vegas, huffing that sweet choo-choo. And I thought, you know what would be really sweet is if I got to do whatever I wanted all the time. And no one could tell me what to do. And then God came down from heaven and he said, you know what, Tandy? You're right. Would be cool. Let's see what you can do. Let's see what you can do, Tandy. Chat, my plan is to have tournaments on this format that I run through my channel, through our Discord, and with the help of sponsors. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure to join the Discord right now. Do better. This is worse. All right, this is good. The Tandy Invitational. Yeah. So we don't get hit with a Solitude, chat. We're gonna keep all our mana so that we can maybe buy Lurrus. Catch your Charm's fine. Here, Watson. You're so funny, bro. Here, Watson. So very funny. You know, we actually had a bet in our Discord of how many people would call it extended before I banned someone. And we've made it a little over 40, but I don't know if we're going to go too much higher than 41 if you get my fucking drift. Oh, hell yeah. Someone built a Phoenix Chick red deck. It looks sick. Rimrock Knights all over the place. I'm so horny for that deck right now, chat. You have no idea. No! Okay. At least it's not March. I thought it was March. No! Alright, well, we'll buy Lurrus and then maybe we'll rebuy the Cauldron Familiar in a few. Don't want to play Oni Colt yet. What we can do, though, is if they let us steal something, we can go claim Oni Colt, sack, bring back Cat. That'd be so sick. Tapped land. Not even buying Yorion. Keck W. Keck W. ¿Por qué you no buy Yorion Keck W? Am I getting censured? Okay. Alright. See, Cat Oven's not nearly as scary when everyone has Leyline Binding, right? This is what we're doing in Pioneer all the time. Cat Oven's not that strong in Pioneer. Like, it's good. It's part of a good deck. But, like, it's not nearly as scary as it was in Standard. Because there's just more shit that kills it, right? I think that's how you'll see. Like, I don't think we need to ban Cat Oven. I think people just go way over the top of it. Oh, my God. Oh, my Jesus Christian. Holy moly. Raph already doing the enigmatic stuff. I love it. I love it. All right, they're going for a 3-drop. Is this something to kill Lurrus? Skyclave? Remember, chat, we did mulligan to 5. We're still zooming. Yeah, I mean, they should, though. That was miserable. Ban Incarnation. An Incarnation ban incoming, chat. Well, they can't be around for longer than 9 months, Walsh, so you're in luck. They will be naturally gone in 9 months. Whatever happens. Necromantia in. Dress in. We'll cut the claims and the voltages. It's like a nice little 1-2 swap ski. I like. Yorion and Lurrus might both get the axe. So we're still up in the air. The full ban list comes out on Monday. I'm going to be talking with the community. We're going to be talking about it in Discord. There's literally a heated debate going on right now in the Discord all about this. Okay? The Epic Bacon. Yes, it will be a rotating format, much like Standard, but it'll last longer. Your cards won't become invalidated so quickly. I think overall it's going to be awesome, chat. I'm very excited about it, and I hope you are too. I will take Fable, let him have Omen, and we'll just Necromantia him on 3. It's a toolbox deck. It's a toolbox deck, he says. Bro, you sharned me. Right, he doesn't have a sideboard because he couldn't borrow one. Lol. Imagine not having a sideboard. Lol. Right. Harvester time, maybe the perfect draw. I know, Kraz Visions, that's the point. We're reinvigorating Standard by making it something better and something different. People don't want to play Standard because the card pool rotates too quickly and because no one has any place to start and there's nothing to play for. We are changing that. That's what we're doing. Yeah, all right. Get ready for, hey, if you want to play Enigmatic Incarnation, just get ready for this shit to happen to you every day for the rest of your life. All right, you get a 2/2. Here we go. Oh yeah, Kraz. Yo, make sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. Anyone who's here hasn't yet, if you're interested in the format, that's where it's going to be. We got a lot of mods. We got a bunch of channels working. We're gonna have people probably streaming at night or during the day, like in the Discord, just chilling. You know, talking about the set, talking about new sets, talking about the formats, fan discussion, everything. This is big time. This is gonna be the real deal. Real deal, Lucille. And we're gonna try to do weekly tournaments, but I gotta talk with some sponsors about it first. Today is the first day of the rest of our life. Start with a synth man. Another harvester. I'll take. I'm gonna kill this goblin shaman so he doesn't have access to a lot more mana. Discord, I broke 200 members today. Hell yes, that's great. Yeah, pretty insane for day one, honestly. I think we'll probably hit 500 before the end of the day. Is my guess. As long as I stream for more than 5 hours. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream for more than 5 hours though. By Urian. Yo, Blue Duck, I think you're just gonna notice that that's gonna be how it has to be. You're gonna rely on the triumphs to reduce the cost, but sometimes binding's still gonna cost 2, 3, or 4 mana. You know? You gotta do what you gotta do. If you want to play 3 or 4 colors, 5 colors, shit's gonna suck sometimes. Alright, so blink of the Kiki and the Omen. There are not Shocklands, Blue Duck. There are not. Perhaps research the format before making fun of people for their mana bases, my man. At least ask a question before making an assumption. Alright, Oni called Anvil the draw. I feel like we're in some trouble, man. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sack the synthesizer and see if we can hit something cool. But I think that I'm in trouble. I need to hit like exactly Epicure, I think. Oh wow, Necromentia. Never mentioned Necromention that one, did you, huh? Chill out? No, thank you. This is my channel. I say and do what I want. And when you make fun of my friends, I'm gonna bite at you, you know? Bark, bark! Bark, bark, bark! I will take the 4. Probably gonna be buying Yuri in this turn. Binding? No! Nice binding mana base, Tandy! Cost 1. Got him! Alright, 2-2 going down. Block town. We'll just zap them. Julio Martini is called New School. It is a format that I made up. Me and Raph talked about it a bunch in the car yesterday to hammer out a bunch of the details, but this is not sanctioned by WotC. It is a custom format that I have started. I am going to put a lot of effort into because I think it could be a great way to revitalize what was once standard by allowing you to use your cards for longer, as well as having cooler interaction between more cards. I don't think it could exist alongside standard, and I think that was the problem with extended. This is essentially what extended was a decade ago, or maybe longer. The long story short, that's just it's just not a sustainable thing anymore. Standard is just dead thanks to COVID. 2 years disappeared, right? Cards, unbots, game was over. Probably dead. Is Pioneer well done then? No. I don't have a tournament for a month. I wanted a project to work on. This is my project. No tournaments for a month will do you like that, though, you know? Montagna? No zeros? I'm just gonna go and play Luris. If it dies, it dies. It's fine. Nothing really to do. Alright, making a copy of the Wandering Mine. Not great. You went GG. That is all the matches I'm going to play with Rakdos Anvil. Let's talk about what I liked and what I didn't like, okay? So, first and foremost, the Cat Oven stuff, that's like pretty normally good, but I think it's pretty clear that without Mayhem Devil, the overall ridiculousness of it is much, much less influential, right? Like, it's not going to ruin the format. It's going to be annoying, probably, for some aggro decks, but I think it's pretty clear that Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven is way more for those, like, mid-range matchups, or way more for the aggro matchups, and way worse in the mid-range matchups. We lost to a Yorion deck. We lost to a Fire's Karuga deck. We beat a Mill deck. Obviously, the Mill deck had a little bit of trouble with a big mulligan. But our deck mostly just didn't feel like it was doing anything that powerful. I was very underwhelmed by Experimental Synthesizer, where I was extremely happy with it when it was in Pioneer. This deck, almost card for card, was something that I played in Pioneer not a year ago, you know? And unfortunately, it just does not feel quite as strong as it has in the past. And I'm not really sure what it is other than just missing some sort of X Factor card. It might be better to cut Luris for Fable the Mirror Breaker. I'm not really 100% on it, but overall, I think that this deck is probably not going to last, too long as far as like being a top contender. Maybe somebody can build it better, and maybe somebody can, figure something out that I missed. But as a rough draft, this deck felt a little weak on the power level scale, where I thought it was going to be very strong. So first stress test in the books. New school. Rakdos Sacrifice with only called Anvil and Luris of the Dreamed In. The Meat Hook Massacre showed up a couple times. Nothing that scary. Anyway, that is my very first video for New School. I hope you like the formats. Thanks for watching. I'm Tanny. Make sure to hit the follow and like button if you want to see more New School content in the near future. Thanks for watching.